Hello, welcome to Cynthia's Soups. Today we're going to make black bean chili with ground turkey and Italian sausage. What you will need will be a pound of ground turkey, 1 pound of Italian sausage, 2 24-ounce jars of spaghetti sauce, 1 24-ounce jar of salsa, 1 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes, a half onion chopped very fine, 2 stalks of celery chopped very fine, and 4 15-ounce cans of the black bean. Okay, and we're going to cook the Italian sausage and the ground turkey until that is done. And then we are going to saute the onions and the celery in my large pot there. Okay, while my pan is heating up here, the spaghetti sauce that you can buy depends on you. Now this particular one, I got roasted red pepper and garlic. So if you can buy your spaghetti sauce that has extra ingredients, that will make your chili taste just that much better. Okay, and then the salsa, I just got the medium chunky salsa. And all of these I bought from Walmart. Okay, and then my diced tomatoes have basil, garlic, and oregano. So see, all of these will add nice flavors to the chilies. Now it does not matter what brand that you buy, any black beans will do. They're all the same. Okay, now I cook all of these together. You could use a larger pot, but this is my favorite pot. I cook in my cast iron pot a lot. And this was the Johnsonville's, and this is the honeysuckle white. This is the brand that Walmart carries. Okay, I just sprayed my pan with a little canola cooking oil. Okay, so we're going to cook the Italian sausage and the ground turkey together. It's okay to cook together. They're both raw items. So we're going to cook this until this is done. So while that's cooking, then I'm going to saute my onions and celery. This is going to be the pot where we're going to finish everything up. So we're going to let that come to, so that gets hot. Then I'm going to saute my onions and celery together. And then we're going to add the ground turkey and the Italian sausage in there. Then, your black beans, you should drain. See, all of this, when they're in the jar, this is all the sodium that you're trying to eliminate. Okay, so you just drain them. There's no need to rinse them off. You can just drain them. This is the pot. And then add all the rest of the ingredients. We're going to add the diced tomatoes and the spaghetti sauce. Just one pot meal. You're going to cook your Italian sausage and ground turkey together. So you don't need any larger pot than this. Plus meat tends to shrink when you're cooking it anyway. So as we have this cooking, then I'm waiting for my pot to heat up so that I can cook my onions and celery, and then pull it all together. Okay, so the vegetables are sweating very nicely. Remember not to let your onions and celery brown. Just want to have it partially. And our ground turkey and Italian sausages cooking nicely. Make sure there's no pink. Want to make sure that the meat is already done, fully cooked, once we add it to the chili. Once we bring it all together. Okay, so I like to flip it, make sure that you're getting all the little pink down to the fire so that it can cook. Okay, and vegetables sweating. You can check their doneness with a knife. Make sure so they're still a little crunchy. Don't want it crunchy in there. Okay, so we're going to let that continue to sweat. And that, by doing this, cooking this on the side like that, it just brings out the flavors of the onion and the celery. And if you tend to cook out most of your oil, that's why I love the spray. And I always add more. And make that evenly in the pot so that that can cook. Make sure your fire is not too high so it's not cooking too fast. Okay. So our meat is done. It's cooking. It's almost done. Okay. So this is nice and cooked. Okay, so I can cut off my meat and let my vegetables finish sweating. Okay, now you can begin your rest of your ingredients. Adding the diced tomatoes, adding my spaghetti sauce, get all the juices out of there. Add my other spaghetti sauce. Okay, I'm going to add my salsa. Okay. And then I'm going to add my beans. Remember, 4 cans. So you have a nice amount in there. Stir it all together. Now I use the black beans because the black beans gives it a nice flavor, very nice flavor, and the Italian sausage along with the ground turkey. And then we're going to add the meat. Doing it this way to not add all of the fat from my meat. So, just putting it all in there. See all that liquid? Additional fat that we don't need. And then we let that cook. We'll let all of the flavors come together. So that's gonna simmer. And this is all that's to it. But it's delicious. Once you bring everything together. And I didn't add all of my sauce. I still have a little bit of the salsa left. So, but I'm going to add that in there. Look at that. You have all of your vegetables in there. All of the flavors are going to come together. Got your little chunks of tomatoes, your beans. Got plenty of meat in there. We're going to let that simmer. And you have one pot dish. Okay, now that the chili has had time for all the flavors to come together, look at that. Okay, now I decided to add some cumin to this, some cumin and some garlic powder. You don't need any seasoning salt because of the sodium, because most of these items were canned items which had enough sodium in there. So the only extra thing that I'm going to add in here is about a 1/4 cup, not a full 1/4 cup of cumin in there. And I'm going to add about a little bit of 1/4 cup, less than, of the garlic powder. Right, so either you could have used fresh garlic when I sauteed my onions and celery, but I just use, we're doing a little shortcut here. So I'm going to just stir all my spices, my seasoning in here. It's the only seasoning that I needed to add in here. Everything else was pretty much seasoned. Remember, our spaghetti sauce had the extra garlic and red pepper, just as it is. So, I'm going to spoon us up some. Okay, we have all of our ingredients in there. And what I'm going to do as far as garnish, I'm going to, remember I said you always need garnish. Okay, we're going to put a little, the oyster crackers. Okay. And then we're going and it's good. So enjoy your chili.